Hi Geminis, welcome to Luna Tarot, and this reading would be for the half month of June 2025. Alright, I've already shuffled the cards, I've spread them down, so let's just begin with your reading. So, the dominant energy of your recent past. There will be 18 cards by the way, so it would be a long reading. So just be 100% over here. Okay. In your recent past, the dominant energy was of Four of Wands. Means in your recent past, you felt as if you had attained a utopia. You must have met a twin flame or a soulmate. It can be soulmate can be anybody, can be a pet also, can be plants also. But in a way, you felt as if you were almost in a utopia in your recent past. That was the dominant energy. However, somewhere the emotional complications were there, not necessarily with that person but in your life altogether. Like a lot of emotions were about to create this torrent upon you, but you were in a way suppressing them or avoiding them or not really dealing with them. Either they were an issue, or you were just not dealing with them. But you upside, it would have meant like you could process all your emotions. You didn't really process them. Either they overpowered you or you just avoided them altogether. And alongside is Knight of Swords. So somewhere where some kind of news, it represents some kind of news, some kind of information that must reach you, that but it couldn't reach you, right? How? Because maybe you were so content, so happy in your life, you really didn't want any other obstructions. You didn't want unnecessary emotions. You didn't want unnecessary phone calls from people that are not even part of your life anymore, something of that sort. You were content. Nine of Pentacles, you were content with your financially what you had built. You were content with your life emotionally, whatever you had manifested. And though not everybody was happy with you, or like you didn't feel like as if you had mastered your emotions in terms of with everyone. However, you were content with your own self. You were fulfilled, and there was a possibility you could have felt like Eight of Swords is there. You could have felt betrayed and blindsided by everyone, but you avoided that feeling, right? Because dominant energy was of this utopia. Dominant energy, maybe there was some loved one, soulmate, partner with your life, that and your love was like so powerful, so supportive, that you didn't really bother about anything else that was happening in your life negatively, right? You didn't mind the betrayals. You didn't mind what all was coming towards you. You didn't mind the uprising emotions within your own self. You didn't mind like if certain connections were not really at par. You were pretty content with your own self, and you felt as if you had the entire utopia, a perfect life. That was your recent past. Okay, I hope it resonated with you so far. In your immediate reality, the dominant energy is of Nine of Cups, but in downright position. Ideally, you should be feeling like pretty content with your life, emotionally speaking, but you are not. Somewhere you are not feeling in your present time. You are not feeling content with your emotions in your present time. You Ten of Cups is also there, but this is also in downright position. You like your ideal utopia is there, like maybe your twin flame, the soulmate, the same partner is there, everything is there, but you are not emotionally fulfilled somehow. You're not fulfilled within, you are not fulfilled with your partner. And even if your friends or some stranger is trying to offer you support, somewhere in your present time you are unable to feel fulfilled. You're just not feeling content with your relation, with your life. Emotionally you are feeling a feeling of a sense of unfulfillment, like something is not right. And even if you have everything, whatever you had in your past that was making you feel like the top of the world, you had everything, you still have it, but you're not feeling content. And on financial front, you are trying to juggle amidst two things. Maybe you're trying to juggle between relationships, you're trying to juggle between two three jobs, two three like maybe you have a startup and a job, but you are trying to juggle between couple of things, maybe in whichever field, relations, job, career, finance, whatsoever be the case. You are trying to juggle between a couple of things, and that is all the more adding on to your stress. On one hand, you're not really you don't relate with the utopia anymore, you are not fulfilled within, you are not able to accept support from others emotionally, plus you have to struggle juggle between so many things, between at least two things or more. But regardless, after all this, you are one good card in this present time is the card of Eight of Wands. You are entering the leadership position, leadership of your life, leadership of not just your own life but also others. You are becoming the leader of where do you want to lead your life the next time. Where do you want the manifestation to happen, where do you want the further energies to go to channelize to, right? So because sometimes it's important to not be fulfilled so that we can actually take the lead of our life and just take the raft to the right current so that we can reach our destination. And because you are in this energy of actually taking the lead, you are able to avoid this feeling of loss. Like upright, it would have meant a person who is more focused upon the fallen cups and not really bothering about what he has in his life, but it is in downright position. You can be depressed, please do not, right? So the energy is there, there is a possibility, like you may feel depressed, but do not, like you won't actually, it's in downward position, you are very much able to avoid getting into this depressed mode, because it is a possibility, because anyway you were not feeling this utopia, you were not no more relating with all the support emotionally, you were not feeling fulfilled. So it was possible that you could have felt depressed, and like okay, this a sense of unfulfillment could have become your major energy, but it didn't. Why? Because you are also focused upon your work, you're focused upon couple of things that need your time, energy, attention, plus you are taking the lead. And as a leader, a person cannot really dwell into, okay, fuck, I'm upset today, or I'm not in a mood to work. You have to take a lead and you have to think about, okay, what needs to be done right now, what needs to be done. In If I'm juggling between two things, what you have to be like fully attentive to what needs what at what time. And so you're like on your heels at your present time, and you're taking the lead of your life. Okay, this is your immediate reality. Let's just shift to your upcoming future. In your upcoming future, the dominant energy is of Hermit. So Hermit, as such, it's earth element, it's a Virgo sign, but in tarot it represents a person who can be on a spiritual quest, or was somehow unfulfilled in whatever life that he was leading, and that's why he felt himself lost in darkness, and then he lit up this lantern and is now out in quest of finding out answers, like truths, right? So you may feel in your upcoming future as if you are lost, but know that you have a lantern, and even if you would be able to see just the next step, but ultimately you will find your way. Ultimately, a hermit's journey is all about evolution, so it is a way of evolution. So in your future, the dominant energy is of evolution, where you may be feeling lost, but ultimately you are reaching towards your next destination. And then you have King of Wands, either a fire sign, Aries, oh, Leo, Sagittarius. Either a fire sign is entering your life who would help you manifest the kind of life, or show you, like, okay, give you new ideas to do something epic with your life, or help you with ideation part, strategizing part, or else it is your own passion, your own inner drive, to your own reasoning like something, your logical side which is really passionate about something, right? It's an amalgamation of your logic, because masculine, and fire, so your, like your passion, like your real passions. So you may focus upon your passions in your future logically, or else Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is coming into your life and helping you strategize the right way to manifest your life further. And right beside it is three of cups in downright position. So maybe a possibility would have been there, like, to celebrate smaller wins along with your friends, but you're not really indulging in that. Maybe your focus would be on manifesting this new life, or else because you're feeling lost or your focus is on more upon spiritual growth in your future, you may avoid all these celebrations or getting together with your friends. So possibility is there, energy is there, it's up to you whether you utilize it or not, right? And then there is page of pentacles. A tiny opportunity would be there in your future, and look for it. Like, anything can actually be an opportunity, so we just have to be aware enough, okay, this is an opportunity, and utilize it at the right time. So even if it may seem small, it's a page, it's not a king, but it's still an opportunity to build your pentacles, to build your finance. So no add-on of money is ever less, it's always an add-on. So accept it, and like accept it gracefully and utilize it, basically, if the opportunity knocks up your door. And then the magician is in downright position. Somewhere in your future, you have the potential to utilize all these resources, and utilize these king of wands, and uh, the idea is there, even if you are on a spiritual journey, but you're not really. Imagine a person who suddenly gets flip. Like flip about, like, psychologically, spiritually, or the very idea of his life shifts, his very perspective shifts. So now he won't really be able to enjoy the same kind of friends, he won't be able to enjoy the same kind of luxuries, he won't be able to utilize this, like, function the way he used to function. So even if the card of magician is there, you Geminis, being the Geminis, like, they're very great and epic at communication, are very resourceful and like quick-witted, and like generally they are very, very resourceful. But in your future, even if the potential is there, you may not be able to be as resourceful. One, because the dominant energy is of hermit, where you're more overthinking rather than acting. Also, because right beside magician, downright magician is downright 10 of wands. Upright, it would have meant unburdening yourself of unnecessary responsibilities, of past unnecessary connections, things that are no more serving us. But it's in downright again. So one, you won't be able to utilize the resources. Why? Because you would be overthinking, and another, you won't be unburdening yourself of unnecessary thoughts, emotions, people. So now the tips. How can you utilize these energies? One, you're really passionate. King of Wands. Either someone really passionate is really fiery, is giving you like really great ideas, utilize them. Another, if they are your own ideas, your own passions, then utilize them. Like, don't overthink. But then your dominant energy is more about digging into things. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? All right, think about things, but don't forget to act. Utilize this opportunity, and you may not be as resourceful, but don't forget that that is your basic nature, right? You have the potential to utilize all these resources. You have the potential, so utilize that. And sometimes magician is also downright magician is also dark magic, right? So avoid that. I don't think so it's dark magic. I'd never read it that way, to be honest. I always feel like it's every card represents our own energy. And upright, it would have meant, like, you being able to utilize all the elements, everything that's there with you magically, like. But downright, it means you're failing to do that, so you can still do that, utilize it, because all these are hand in hand. Page of Pentacles, a tiny opportunity. Downright magician, if we look at it from this dark magic perspective, so even this card can be responsible why you won't be able to look at this opportunity properly, or why you won't be able to unburden yourself of, say, there are connections in our life which are not healthy for us, but they keep us bound to them, right? They because we are beneficial towards for them, right? So avoid such connections. And there are bad investments, there are like past connections that are no more helping us, serving us in any way. So if you are reading it in dark magic kind of way, then you just, the only, nobody can actually hurt us, impact us, if we do not let them, right? So whatever is meant to go from your life in your future, allow it to go. Don't be attached to your past connections, past situations, past lifestyle. Let yourself be unburdened of anything that is no more serving you, right? Only then real growth also happens. You may feel lost, it's all right to think about things and think deeply, but in the process, if something is no more serving you, it's like, take no time to delete it, to abandon it, like fuck it, it's no more useful for me, just scrap it, just delete it, just scrape it, basically. Yeah. And if the opportunity comes up, no matter how tiny it seems, you do utilize it. If someone gives you a great idea, do utilize it, right? And yeah, that's about it. We begin with an amazing utopia, and somehow we are ending with you being unable to unburden yourself of unnecessary emotions, situations, people. If we look at it from just one relationship point of view, it can also mean, like, somebody that you felt like a soulmate or twin flame could have been a karmic, and ultimately you are on, like, you need to have this breakup by your future, upcoming future. Take the lead in your present and, like, think about things and then have this breakup. It can also be, the entire reading can also be looked from this perspective. And or else, like, you have a utopian thing, and but then your own emotions, or lot of things, lot of unnecessary burdens, lot of people emotions are intervening in your life, and it's high time that you need to unburden yourself of things that are not serving you, is the gist. Overall, bottom of the deck is the card of sun. Overall, it's all positive, it's all leading to your evolution. Even the hermit card is the journey of evolution, and sun is like an altogether evolution card, like a new life altogether, right? So this is something that we can't see, we can't realize, like, you can't realize, like, ultimately it's your it's your rebirth that is happening throughout, right? But in your past, it's more to do with communication, emotions, and uh, something that was beautiful, but eventually in your present it is no more fulfilling, and in your future it has no relevance whatsoever. So yeah, that is your journey that the tarot is telling you. I hope it resonated with you. In your future, just utilize that fire signs idea, or your own, like, listen to your passions. In your present, take the lead of your life, and uh, the utopia is still there. It's up to you if you want to feel fulfilled or not, right? If you're not feeling fulfilled, then take the lead and make the right changes. And yeah, undergo this journey. It always takes one to evolution, but do not overthink. It's okay, think, but act when required, is the point. Okay, I hope it resonated with you. I hope the reading was useful for you. If it was, you can share it with other Geminis if you know them, and if with any of your friends. And I would try to be more punctual, would try to come for more readings. And you can leave a feedback, anything that you liked, anything that resonated specifically with you, in the comment section. Thanks a lot for listening to me. Bye, Goyo.